Hi, my name is Simone, and I'm the Zen Mommy. And today I want to talk about on a spiritual journey how sometimes we have people that we are close to, friends, family, maybe even relationships, and you start to awaken to this journey and become conscious, and maybe your family members are unconscious or they're religious or of some sort. And a lot of times when we go into this journey, they think that, oh, they're weird, they're woo woo, or they're doing idolatry or devil worship, or they're hallucinating. And so I kind of want to talk about that on this journey because I know a lot of people are waking up. And I know with this event that just happening, it's going to be like a second phase of, a lot of people are awakening, and they're probably gonna be awakening to this stuff, but then not everyone around them is probably gonna be waking at the same time. And they may not wake up, and that's okay because we all make choices when we come into reality how we want to experience it. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. I recently, through the holidays, I had a relative come visit my brother, and I wanted to share with him. I had this amazing like out of body experience where I was completely detached from the physical plane here, but I was completely conscious as if I was in my real body. And when I share that, I think it's so amazing. I think everyone who hears it should be like, "Wow, that's possible." And so I shared it, with my brother. And it happened when I did plant medicine, ayahuasca, shamans. It's a shaman's tea. And I had a lot of profound experiences with the plant medicine. So I explained to my brother, and he just shut me down. Like, you were hallucinating. It's not possible, and kind of made me feel like, oh, you're getting too weird for me. Don't talk to me. And it's just like there's a part of us that really wants them to see it. We want them to see the beauty that we have unlocked on this journey. And the best way to deal with it is to not deal with it, unfortunately. We have to allow them to experience their reality the way they want to. See, we're all um, a soul having a human experience. And before our souls incarnated into these bodies, we made arrangements of how we wanted to play out this experience on this planet. And some people want to be unconscious. And I know it may sound like, who would want to, why would we decide to do that? Well, there is a bigger picture here. Okay, right now you're in the picture, you're in your individual picture, so you don't see the bigger picture for everyone else. Some people came to the earth experience to be just a human, to be unconscious. And some people have a they have a they have a different way they want to kind of play out their experience here. So they may choose to be unconscious, but then one day, at the last minute, they wake up all at once like this. Okay. It's not something, what I'm trying to say, it's not something that you need to take the responsibility of trying to make them understand. You're on this journey for you. And a lot of times, because you're a free thinker and you're open minded, no one is gonna, they're not gonna really accept it like that. And you have to accept that, and you have to kind of, unfortunately, we have to a lot of times dumb ourselves down and just kind of listen and just know that their perspective is not open. I did that one video where I talked about how, like, with certain religions, they live in a box, and they don't go outside, they can't deviate outside of the box, or things won't feel right or sound right to them. They believe life should be this way, death should be this way, this should be our savior, that we are sinners. They believe like this small little box, they're limited. So what you're doing is you're unlocking true unlimited power, on your spiritual journey. The potential is unlimited for you. And for you, you have planned this experience. You came in here unconscious, and by the time you wake up, you're like excited about this journey. And you would think that everyone else should be, but that is a very, unfortunately, that's an ego way of thinking. Um, ego is just because you think something is good for you, you think that it should be good for everyone else. Well, let's just say, I came down and maybe I wanted to incarnate here and I just wanted to be a human. No, I didn't want to be awakened because I know what we are outside of this creation. I want to come and I want to play a specific character. So some people, they say, I want to play an unconscious human. I want to play, I want to play the a bad guy, so to speak, to what everyone's definition, or they want to play, a bigger game where you know, um, there's forces, that kind of run things, that kind of control the world, and there's people who play that game, right? But your game right here is consciousness. You're waking up to your spiritual journey, and don't feel, bad that they're not that see there's one thing I've learned: there's no wrong way to play this. There's no, oh, if I'm wrong I'm going to heaven, if I'm not I'm going to burn in hell, or I'm not going to make the 5D ascension. 5D is not the end all. Let me tell you something: there's way more dimensions than 5D. There's way more experiences, and then after this creation you can go pretty much where you want to. You might not want to do the 5D. Some of us did want to do the 5D thing. And so when it comes to family members, we kind of just we just got to take the high road and just, when they're ready, they'll come to you. Trust me, they're going to know, like, that's the one person I can talk to. But when they're not, it's not, don't even, I wouldn't even try it, because a lot of times they will, they'll battle you. And another thing that happens is they'll feel, your way of living will make them feel like they have to defend themselves, or they feel like, or they'll want to change you. I had a friend who was religious, and ever since I started this spiritual journey, I feel like, according to what religion says God is, this journey was closer to what I thought God was in religion. And now what I believe that we're all one. We're all creator gods, right? But this is the closest I ever felt to source itself in my whole entire life. And my friend is telling me, you know, why did you walk away from God? Why did you walk away from Jesus or the church or whatever? And I was thinking, you have no idea the beauty that I have saw. You have no idea how my consciousness has expanded beyond that limited belief system. Can I tell her that? No. She will never see it because she has programmed herself to see things a certain way. We have to look at this journey as an individual journey. This is our experience. This is our ascension, our consciousness that we are trying to evolve. And everyone, I really want to say, is kind of look at everyone else as a supporting character to your story. And I know that sounds kind of selfish, but if people are around you, they're matching a frequency. They're here to teach you lessons. Like, if you are with a family giving you hard time, it might be here to teach you a lesson. Sometimes we have to learn how to, to walk above that. And we have to learn how to be uncomfortable in our own skin, in our own belief system, learning who we are, trusting who we are, and realizing that, no one can tell us anything about who we are, what we believe, what we want to do. And you just got to have peace and trust the journey for yourself. And I guess I just want to talk about that for a minute. Thank you for watching. Peace and love. Namaste.